Welcome to Lisgar. I'm David Jeans. I went to Lisgar from 1961 to 1965, and I've always been interested in the history and the architecture of the school, and particularly some of its facilities like the library and the auditorium, because while I was here I was president of the Library Club one year and president of the Audiovisual Aids Committee, which looked after the auditorium, stage lighting, sound, music for dances, and that sort of thing. We're here on the mall in front of Lisgar. Originally, this was a busy street called Biddy Street. It wasn't called Lisgar until after the Governor General, Lord Lisgar, returned to England in 1872. And the school wasn't called Lisgar until much later than that, but I'll come back to that. The doors that you're looking at here were originally an outdoor wooden staircase, just for the teachers and for visitors, not for students. The students, boys and girls, were separated, had to come in through their own entrances each side of the school. The history of the school goes back to 1843, when it was founded as the Dalhousie District Grammar School. And it wasn't on this site. It was over on Waller Street, approximately where the Ottawa Art Gallery is today. It was just a 2.5-story frame house that was used for a few years to get the school started. The school then moved to the west side of the canal and occupied a number of buildings in what was then called Upper Town, ending up in a row house where the lobby of the National Arts Centre is located today. But in 1872, the Government of Ontario passed new legislation affecting the school system, and Ottawa was given the status for a collegiate institute with 7 cities around Ontario. For that, it was necessary to put up a new building, and so this building was erected in 1874. Now, there are memories of what I've just talked about on the outside of the building. On the left of the entrance, over there, there's a plaque which commemorates the founding of the original school, the Dalhousie District Grammar School, in 1843. Above the door is a date stone, 1874, which commemorates the completion of the first phase of building Lisgar Collegiate. And to the right of the door, there's a City of Ottawa heritage plaque, which went up in 1976 at the time of a major renovation of the school, which we'll also talk about a bit later. We're standing outside the student entrance that was added in 1908. Initially, it was only for boys. The girls had to use a door at the other end of the school. This door led down into the basement where the locker rooms were, and the boys' gymnasium and other facilities. But it was decorated by the architects in an interesting way. There's carved stonework above the door with books and instruments that represent different aspects of learning. And one of the books actually has the names of the architects engraved on the pages of the book. So the stone carving is Edgar Horwood and Lawrence Fennings Taylor, who were the 2 architects who designed the 1908 addition to the school. Higher up, above this door, is a new date stone, 1908, the date that this entire wing was constructed. There's also the lamp of learning with the school's motto, Alere Flammam, to feed the flame, and the sign Ottawa Collegiate Institute, because in 1908 that was still the name of the school. It was not yet called Lisgar. We're going to go in through these doors. The doors are actually quite modern. They were a gift from the students of the school in 2004. And inside the door, we'll be able to see the stone staircase, which replaced the original wooden staircase, and very interesting stained glass windows, which I'll talk about inside.